I'm going to assume that from my previous video you've mastered violin hold and bow hold. But just to real quickly review, you should look like this. Your feet should be in the shape of a V, your scroll should be at eye level, and try to avoid looking too much down at your left hand fingers. The first variation for Twinkle is called, I call it the Mississippi hot dog variation, and it sounds just like Mississippi hot dog. Refer to my PDF for this one, since right now you're probably not reading notes too well yet. So look at the PDF and follow along, and also make sure you listen to recordings of this at all times before you perform it. It's real important in the beginning stages to listen to recordings. You want to try to mimic those recordings right now, and I'm going to keep it fast. It's a lot easier to play it fast. You want to use about half of the length of the marked off section of your bow for the fast notes. Keep that in mind, it'll make it a lot easier when you're playing the fast stuff. Less bow for the fast notes. I know it seems counterintuitive, but that's what you want to do. Make sure you're right on your tapes for this. And we're using the finger pattern that looks like this. And we'll be using this for a long time, but if you can keep this in mind, this will make life a lot easier. You want your fingers to look like this, and you want to be on those tapes in that same pattern. We're going to leave out fourth finger for a while, so we're just going to stick with 1, 2, and 3. And if you can aim for those tapes, remember your tunnel. You want to keep a tunnel, so when you cross strings, you can avoid hitting 2 strings and being too crunchy. So work on that tunnel. Keep reviewing your violin hold. Real good idea to do this over a bed in case something happens. But once this is very good, and you can bring your hand up in the correct position, it will make playing all these tunes a lot easier. So you notice on this very first variation, the Mississippi hot dog, you have basically 2 parts. You've got a part A, a part B, and then back to part A. Part A is the beginning and the end. Part B repeats itself in the middle. You go back to part A. So it looks kind of like a sandwich. You've got bread on the top, you've got something in the middle, and then you've got bread on the bottom. And if you think about it like that and you listen to it in that pattern, you can learn it a lot quicker.